Well, we have reached the final update in this Toga saga that God has had me in, and truly you all have been a part of that through your partnership, whether through finances, through encouragement, through prayers, and it truly has been a joy to be able to share this experience with you and to just be able to share what God is doing in different places and specifically there in Togo. So you can continue to pray as people continue to serve there and serve the people, share the gospel, make disciples, help the truth of God's word get out to different places in Togo. So I've loved being able to be a part of that aspect of God's work here on this earth. But now I get to tell you about the new opportunity that he has for me, and that is I am starting a job in North Carolina this week at World Medical Missions, which is a subset of Samaritan's Purse. So a lot of people know about Samaritan's Purse, Samaritan's Purse is a big organization and it has separate, smaller aspects of it. So a lot of people know Operation Christmas Child. So that's one aspect. Another is World Medical Mission. And so I'll be working with them specifically with it's a 2-year post-residency program. And so it takes doctors who have recently graduated from med school and gives them an opportunity to serve in an international mission hospital for 2 years. And really, from what I understand, it has two purposes. One purpose is, and this is true of anything that Samaritan's Purse does, is to be able to share the gospel. And so in everything they do, that is at the center of it. So to be able to send people, these doctors, freshly graduated doctors, to another country to be a part of the spread of the gospel. But also another purpose behind it would be to allow them to get a little bit of experience in medical missions to see if this is something that God would have them do long term. And so I'm excited to be able to help in that process. I will be doing, again, more behind the scenes work and helping recruit, helping with logistics, helping people get out to different hospitals. I was connected to this organization because of my time at the hospital in Togo. One of my good friends actually is a part of this program. So I was there for his first year. He has another year there. And it's neat because he's now looking into going into long-term missions. So I'm excited to have been able to see this program at work and what God is doing through it, and now be on the front end of it. Now, this decision, it was challenging. I agonized over this decision. I had 3 good opportunities that God had put in front of me when I first got back from Togo. And I prayed and I was in his word and I was talking to friends and family, getting advice and working through everything. And it was challenging because they were all good decisions. I could have chosen any of them and they would have been good decisions. And throughout this time, I was encouraged by just a basic psalm that everybody knows, Psalm 23, by the fact that the Lord is our shepherd. And I know I've said this in several recent updates because truly over the past months, God has so strongly been encouraging me with just this basic concept that God is my shepherd, that he will provide fully for me. He will lead me where I need to go when things get hard, because things do get hard in this life. He will be with me. He will comfort me. He is the one who provides victory in whatever capacity that looks like. And that I can just fully and wholeheartedly trust him. And I have been so comforted by that fact. So as I have agonized over this decision, I have known that God has good plans. And so even when I was driving to the interview, this happened very quickly. I think the interview was about 3 weeks ago, 3.5 weeks ago, maybe. Even as I was driving, I was praying, and I was like, Lord, I don't know why. There's not really any rhyme or reason, but I think this is where you want me to be. So if they offered me the job, I'll take it, and if I'm wrong, don't let them offer me the job. And as I was praying that, my next sentence was, but I don't think Togo's closed yet. And again, I don't know how to explain that. I think World Medical Missions is the next step. But I also wonder if Togo's still in the future. So who knows what God will do. For now, I'm going to be working with the post-residency program, helping doctors get to hospitals around the world to be able to use the skill set that they have, but also to share the gospel with the people around them and to see if this is something that they would want to do long term. And I'm excited to be a part of that team that helps in that way. And so, as God puts me on this path, we'll see what he does now, we'll see what he does in the future, and I want to be faithful in what he has for today. So I want to end with some verses that I started this entire process with in going to Togo, and that is Hebrews 12, 1 through 2. And it says, I'm going to read it so I don't get it wrong. Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who, for the joy that was set before him, endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. So I pray that for all of us, as we all run the race that is set before us, and we can find that endurance through God's grace in whatever way he has for us each, or for us all. So thank you, as always, for all of your prayer, for all of your support in different ways during my time in Togo. As you think of them, please continue to pray for them there. I'd appreciate your prayers in these next steps in my life. And it has been a joy to be able to share this part of God's journey in my life with you all this past year. So thank you.